So, hey guys, hail Mary, meet everybody. It's MicheleMarieDalene. I got my Diet Coke here. A local viewer of my channel paid for it. It's just a Diet Coke fountain beverage. So I want to say thank you to her. So, what's interesting? I heard from one of Jimmy's maintenance guys that he's still gonna get me a refrigerator. So and they're gonna still try to get upstairs until I know. Okay? As you all saw, the refrigerator kind of really needs a lot of love, the old one there. And so, like I told the guy, I said nicely, his name was Ian, by the way, I-A-N, Ian. I said to him, well, you know, the old fridge works, but it needs a really bad cleaning in the coils in the back. And door gasket's good. I know, because I was going to put new gaskets on the doors years ago when he moved in here. I was thinking about going to McDonald's and getting a soda instead. But then I wouldn't be able to get out in the sun, and that was the whole point. Was to get some melanin on the skin, which helps create vitamin D3, which is good for my body. And even though I take a multivitamin supplement every day, it's better to get some vitamin D3 from the sun. And so how do I feel about getting a new refrigerator? Well, first of all, is it really new? Or is it not new? First of all, you have to understand something about Jimmy. Okay. He is cost conscious, okay? So he tends to often buy things secondhand because it's easier, okay? It's cheaper. May not be the best choices, but you know what? That's cheap for you, okay? So he's probably going to try to find a good deal on a refrigerator. Okay. If he did buy a brand new, then you're probably asking yourself, why didn't he have it delivered here? I'm not sure, but I have a hunch. Try me out, alright? Maybe he didn't buy it new and have it delivered here because probably what he's doing instead is he has a storage area where he keeps appliances. And then the company that he works with ships it to a central repository where he then sends it out to the buildings in need. like on his property, say like, I need a stove or I need a refrigerator. He maybe has him in storage a few. Well, like Ian told me, he said, I still have to get up the stairs. And unless he has another person to help, it's going to be very difficult to do. I said, I understand that. So I get it. So, yeah, you might be seeing a refrigerator in here from Jimmy. Everybody keeps asking me what I'm going to do with mine. Like I often said, and this is still true, I always like to have a spare. Now, while it's true most of the time refrigerators rarely fail because the reliability is there, technology has improved a lot since the first electric refrigerator came into existence in the 1920s. But they do break down. And so, having a spare refrigerator does make sense. At least then you can say, well, we're not totally out of inability to keep my food cold because I have a spare. Or let's say, for example, the guy suggested is just eventually, if I need to, sell it to somebody else. Or maybe a college student who needs an inexpensive refrigerator, or offer it to someone to use if they have the same problem. Then I can say, well, I have a fridge for you, you just gotta bring it downstairs. Because, I mean, let's be honest. We've went through all that work to get it up there. And while it's not super heavy, we don't have the strapping that they use to repack. I know it's so good you say that you can send it back, bring it back to Walmart. Yes, I can. But let me tell you a story, just so you understand something about my mentality. Anyone buys something at Walmart, use it for like a day, and bring it back the next day. God, you say, oh, I needed it for the time being, so now I'm going to return it. Let's say it's not working or it's broken. And I tell them, I say, well, that's kind of unethical considering it's not broken when you were using it, and you didn't break it after you were done using it. Why buy something at the store if you don't need it? I mean, I always thought that was unethical, and I still do to this day. I've seen people do it. You know, it's bad enough if it's a Christmas present, right? Oh, you give a Christmas present to somebody, and then it's too small, or it doesn't fit, or it's broken. So you bring it back to the store and you get a replacement. That's fine. That's different, okay? But to buy something in the store, use it for a day or two, and then bring it back to the store again. Number one, that's a pain. Number two, it's kind of clunky. And number three, how do you know if you might not need it? And when you think about it, that makes sense. How do you know you don't need it in the future? You don't. But so what I said to myself is, why do that? Well, to me, it's what happens if we need it again. Well, like I said, edited stupid stuff in them. And that's the truth. I used to do some really stupid stuff. Go figure. But I'm not Ed. We don't do those things here. Okay? I don't know. So I put the new memberships on the giving tree, and the new PayPal donation. Giving tree. So I took care of that, you know. And the weather's nice out here, by the way. So is it better to be out here than sitting at McDonald's? Heck yeah! If I was to sit at McDonald's just to get a refill and soda, then you wouldn't be able to see me while I'm getting some sunlight on my skin and stuff like that. And I think that would kind of suck. So tonight's movies, I gotta get those ready, get them on the playlist, set it up, and get them ready. And then we're going to dinner. Probably, as I said, I'm going to more than likely make now, one of the things with the carrots, because that crisper got full of water, those carrots kind of went bad. So I'm talking about the raw carrots. So I need to get some more fresh carrots. But I got the cauliflower, I got the broccoli, so I'll use that, and the potatoes. Then I'll make some mixed vegetables on the side, which has carrots in them, and get that together so I can have something to eat. Either before or after the movie. And so the point is there is a refrigerator coming from Jimmy, and when is it going to be here? Like Ian said, I got to get it up the stairs. He said the maintenance guy, and Jimmy have to figure a way to get it up the stairs. So, we'll see what happens with that. And that's all I can say. You know, it's we had a good morning show. We had a good time. We got a chance to have a good time, talk about good stuff. And it was a far cry from last night, which was just utter chaos. Just utter chaos last night. So we had a good morning show. Had a lot of fans in the morning show. Had a lot of views. Had long engagement time, and which is something I want to make sure you understand. You do want views, absolutely, but you also want to increase your engagement time. Engagement time means that more people are sticking around longer to watch your show. So the average increases. So you can have someone watching the show for like 20 minutes. And you can have a show watching a show for 5 minutes. Now let's say you have, for this example, as I say it's an average. So let's just say for example it's 2 people. So you add it together. 20 minutes plus 5 minutes, 25 minutes divided by 2 is 2.5 minutes. Okay? That is what they call an arithmetic mean. Arithmetic mean means the halfway point. So it's a pretty basic metric that is useful to determine if your show is doing better. If your metric is going up, the viewer engagement time is going up, and the number of viewers is going up. The 2 tells you a lot. And it tells you that people are watching the show. More of them and longer time means that if you had run ads, which I don't necessarily do in the middle of the show, we tried that, but it was a colossal disaster. It would, it means that more people are likely to watch your show and be engaged. I do like the idea of running ads, but the problem I run into with the ads and running them is that the ads tend to have this marker. It's mostly comes up on the screen, which I'm looking at the chat. I'm not looking at the screen, so I don't see ad running in 10 seconds, 15 seconds. So I don't know that. So unfortunately, the way our show goes, everybody, comes back, gets cut off, then it comes back. Like I said was before. Then the audience has no idea what was going on. So, because that, originally I thought they would at least pause the record during the ad break so you could at least come back. And it doesn't seem to do that. And because you saw overlay the ads right smack dab on top of the live streams. So I decided at that point that we're not going to run the ads during the live stream, so I'd rather we'll add in the ads later on. So that's what we do. I mean, it does make sense. It's just, kind of annoying, putting it bluntly. Now, I gotta get ready soon to head back to the house, but it's still nice outside. I got this thing in landscape. Let me just show you what it looks like outside here. So that's where I am right now. That's what the weather's like, and that's pretty good. So I mean, it's a great day, and like I said, the lady that donated me the soda does know me, does watch the videos on YouTube, still watches them, still likes them, and people do appreciate our content. People in emails have said that some of the stuff that we discuss really has given a lot of them a sense of hope about their disabilities or their abilities, and they appreciate that fact that despite my handicaps, I put all this work into what I do. And while it sometimes may not seem like a big deal, I can tell you that it still is a nice big deal. I got a question now. What's that? If you get the bigger refrigerator, are you going to turn the small refrigerator off, or are you going to use it for something? I don't know yet. A little bit depends on how big the refrigerator is, because if it's a full-size one, I'll probably will just turn the other one down to a very warm setting. Maybe use it for something where I want to keep something cool, not freezing, but cool, So maybe like, I don't know, I'll figure a purpose for it. I always do. So, oh, by the way, the Sweetwater let me know that the mixer is coming on Thursday. And I got 2 packages in the mail today. I didn't order anything, so both of them are kind of interesting. One, I got apparently the 45, and I did not order this. At least I don't think I did. Yeah, I did. I don't know. Nina, the queen of the queen of the teeners. 45. I may have ordered that. I think I did. I may have ordered it with cash. And also, somebody else sent me 2 baseball cards. Now, I don't normally collect baseball cards, and I don't know anything about the baseball player that they're for, but both packages went to my name, so I'm looking forward to playing the 45 edition of Nina, Queen of the Teeners, because I have never heard how the RCA Victor 45 sounds compared to the 78. I can tell you that the 78, because it was on lacquer, had a issue, like all lacquers, that have a noisy surface, record surface. And so, that makes it kind of a little frustrating, but that's just the nature of the audio vinyl pressing technology over the years. So I'm going to go upstairs and put that little 45 away. And also, I do want to play it, so I want to see how it sounds. You don't have a packaging for 45s. No, I don't. No, we have to find a way to start storing 45s now. We have to find a way to store the 45 records. I don't have a 45 record holder. They also had Climax Precious and Steel and vinyl as well, a 45. Yeah, but you know what though? I'll tell you a story about that one. That record has surface noise the same as the original Climax Precious of You I had from Carrie Hill. It's like, did this seller, when I originally bought Climax Precious of You on eBay, did he get access to my old 45s from Willimantic? Or it sounded identical to it. Everything. Because you never labeled the records with your name or anything. I know. What if they did? We know what that would be like. I don't know. Good question, though. Well, anyway, to make a long story short, is I'm glad we all had a good morning show. I'm glad it was a good show. I'm glad that we all had a good time. I'm glad we kept the drama to a minimum. Unlike last night, which was a chaotic nightmare. But tonight is movie night. And so tonight we have 2 movies. One was originally suggested by Stoner, which is They Live. And the second one is Pixar's Brave. Now, because Brave is an old enough movie that maybe, I can't believe we're so long with that movie. They didn't bother us about Monsters vs. Aliens, and they didn't bother us about a few other movies, so maybe it's just a certain newer movies they seem to go after you for. I don't know. It could be, Well, everybody, I'm going to get ready to head home, and I want to thank you all for coming to the show today, and I want to thank you for watching the show and the replay, and for those of you who watched the short video on the refrigerator when it looked like the old one, I think that may be a real eye-opener for some of you guys of just how rough the refrigerator was. And let me tell you something. If somebody really, really had the love in their heart, they probably could fix their refrigerator up. Maybe make it look like new, refurbish it. But, I'm going to tell you straight out that it is definitely not worth the money. How you doing?
Doing all right, thanks. How are you?
What?
I'm doing all right, thanks. How are you?
Oh, I'm just doing a video.
I have to clean this area with water. I don't want to.
Oh, you gotta clean it.
Yeah, I don't want to spray you or anything like that.
Okay, go ahead. I'm gonna be leaving very shortly.
Is there somewhere else you'd be able to move to?
Yeah, I'm gonna be getting ready to head home. So anyway, let me just explain this to my audience. The man here that's doing maintenance wants to clean this patio. So, and I'm gonna be head out anyway. So everybody, I'll see you later, cause I had a great day and I'm glad you did too. So, bye for now. Bye guys. Okay, I just got back to the house and I went and got the mail, and so let's clear up some mistakes. Number one, what is sent to me was not what I thought, and I don't even remember ordering any of this stuff, but this isn't my name. So let's go take a look at this. We have this here, which is 19. Focus, focus. No, don't turn that on. Focus, you fuck. Let's go. Okay, so this is what, or 19 instrumental, by Paul Hardcastle. And it's got the regular 19 on the rear by Paul Hardcastle. Now, these are the two cards I was talking about. This is George Crow, and this is also George Crow. This one must have been, it's certainly an older card. I can't really get the good focus on this. Let's see if I can try to zoom in on it. There's really very little stats on this one here. Year. $104, $220. It doesn't say what year it is. Hits RBI. Fielding averages. I don't know what year this baseball card's from. This might be one of the early Topps cards. First base, Milwaukee Braves. Born March 1923. Yeah, this is an old Topps baseball card. 6'2", Springfield, Gardena, New York. You can guess my lenses need a little cleaning here. Let me just try to clean these up real quick here. Okay, so that's this card here. And let me set this back to the low resolution. Yeah, because it's a little bit better for focusing purposes. So this is apparently his rookie card. And then this is also for when he was playing for the, hard to read this here. Yeah, this is St. Louis Cardinals. And this is a later Topps card. And you can see that this card has more details on the information. Let's see if we can zoom in on this here. 1949. And it was playing up until about 1960 at the time of this card. So I don't know why these were sent to me from the individual that sent them, but I want to say thank you to the individual. Some Greg Morris sent me those two cards, and I thought that was kind of interesting that he sent me two baseball cards when I don't normally get baseball cards. But as far as the song called 19 goes, I mistakenly thought I bought the 45 and needed to clean the tuners. I didn't. It's still on my parts list. Just the seller wanted $10 for it. And I was like, I'm going to wait until we can get more donations to buy it. So we do have a 45 to play for the show for Silver Moon. And I will take a listen to this and see what it sounds like Let's see, what year did this came out? It's a Chrysalis record. 1980. I can't really tell. It's kind of small from my eyesight. Focus. Come on, do me an Eve here. 1985 Chrysalis Records. Okay. So that's going to be different. So we'll take a look at both of these. I'm going to add this to the other video and just correct it that I did not get Nina equated to tuners in 45s, which was made at the same time they made the 78. See, RCA Victor used to make both. They used to make the 45 exclusives, and they made 78 RPM lockers as well. So that would make sense. And they were doing that up until about the early 1960s. So you could get the lockers, or you could get the 45s, which RCA Victor is one that had the copyright on the 45 in the Lord's hole. So, but anyway, that's that. So now we got that stuff to sort through. And I'll see you guys later on. I gotta get this uploaded for the movie night. So, see you in a little bit. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, guys.